Welcome everybody to Pattaya Down Under. How you all going? Ada, how are you?
Yeah, good, mate. I'm very good.
That's good.
Back
again. So we've done the Pattaya journey now. That's over. So that was we finalised that on episode 7. So we're now up to episode 8.
Yep.
And I think we're going to go through some of the. I remember. I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast or not, but I do remember talking about how there were some things that we wanted to rediscuss.
Just a summary of what we...
Some of the things we noticed.
Experienced and maybe worth discussing,
Yeah, so there's a few things that we want to bring up, and we'll go through them. Did you... Now, we have a list? I think you've got a list, didn't you?
Yeah. First thing,
that's right.
There's a lot of talk about vapes, because how vapes are banned and, all that.
Well, shisha's banned.
No, so are vapes.
They're both banned?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I thought it was just the shisha.
No, vapes are banned.
You wouldn't know.
Hence I'm raising this issue. You wouldn't know.
You would not know that vapes were
Everyone's smoking them. Everyone.
And if you want a vape, go call the guy over there. I'll give you a bite. And he had all the flavours and
people walking the streets selling vapes.
Vapes were everywhere.
All flavours, shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
So
I succumbed. I did buy one.
Yeah, I think I bought a couple over the time we were there.
Yeah, I think I lost one too.
And it's not like coppers are walking past checking up on who's smoking vapes. I think if you get a bit lazy and a bit silly, and you flaunt it, you're probably going to get yourself into trouble. But yeah, we did it. All the girls are doing it. No big deal.
And that is mentioning the police. I remember when we got the bike and everything. And I said, look, I didn't have my bike license yet. I've only got my learners. And I didn't get my international license for car driving either. And while we were there, we noticed no police.
No, there wasn't. No, we didn't get stopped once. We didn't see any checkpoints stopping anyone.
The only time we
saw checks and stuff.
The only time we saw police was that night when we were in Walking Street. Yeah, and they had the bar, those things closed.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't remember seeing police.
Nah, not many. Not many around at all.
And that's, remember you said to me, you should have got a bike. You wouldn't. No one would even check.
And for that time of year, it's surprising because it was just after Songkran, so it's a busy time of year. But they were.
Maybe that was it. It's so busy they didn't want to. They just wanted everyone to think that everything's great and more people come. I don't know.
Yeah, don't know. Yeah, but vapes are everywhere. Probably not a good idea to bring your own in, but you don't need to. You
why would
buy
you?
them there.
Yeah. Less to carry.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
And
there was no shisha.
And no shisha. I did ask the question. They said some places in Walking Street, they said some places in Walking Street you can get them, but they're not like in bars and everything like they used to be.
I think there was, I think it was just in Walking Street or just outside of Walking Street. There was a place that was a cold bar or something. It was a bar that
oh, yeah. It
was a cold one.
In Walking Street.
And they had shisha in there.
Okay, yeah. I think there were some bars in Walking Street that have shisha.
They had shisha.
Yeah.
But seriously, with the vape, what?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's right.
It was no big deal. I thought it was easier with the vape anyway. Just take it out of your pocket and you're shishing away.
Yeah.
So it was no big deal.
Yeah. And, I've got a list here, so if this sounds a bit scripted, it sort of is, I guess. But funny story. We've got a funny story. Should we end with the stories? We'll end with the story.
Yeah,
we'll end. I
think we'll end with the story.
All right. So next was, I think we mentioned it in the last episode. Beer garden is open.
Yes, the beer garden is open.
It's open and it's
functioning. It's
thriving and it's
Well, I did notice the Muay Thai boxing thing was all closed. Remember
the Thai boxing, the bars. All the bars there were they were open.
No, but there was no one. Last few times before COVID, when we went, there was always someone boxing.
There was someone boxing there, wasn't there?
No, not the time we went. No,
I could have sworn
when we went with Cheesy, there was no one there.
You know why? Because I've walked past there that many times.
And I can prove it to you.
Yeah,
because I have my 360 camera going.
Oh, we'll have a look.
We'll have a look. Let's go to the videotape. But no, I'm pretty sure it was all. There was no one there. There was people around, but no one actually on the ring fighting.
Yeah,
because I remember last time we went, they were trying to call you over.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it would make. Because I thought the bars all there were closed as well, but the bars were open. I know that,
but not there was no one.
Yeah.
And
there weren't a lot of people in those bars there. They were pretty empty.
Yeah.
Beer garden's open. It's up and running. update on soy made in Thailand. We're talking to a bar owner I know there. Oh, she owns a few bars.
Yes, she does.
Matador Bar.
Yes.
And apparently, yeah, soy made in Thailand is going to be
Redone.
a bar complex again.
Yep.
By the pictures she showed us, it looks pretty swanky. Looks pretty.
It does look good.
It's all done up nice and that.
And she's got 3 of them,
She's
I
bought
think.
3 of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if she said she was going to sell them or just rent them, but she's bought 3 bars in there. She's doing well.
Yeah, she's
She's doing very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. No, she's doing good for herself. But that'd be... How long do you reckon it'll take for them to build that?
Oh, they're ties, mate. It could take 6 months or 6 days. It depends. Who knows?
I do have a photo.
6 years.
I do have a photo I took when Ada was driving and we were going to Kanchanaburi, and these guys are doing works on the side of the road.
Ah, yes, yeah.
The photo I took didn't actually have the arc weld arcing.
Yeah.
But you could see him pointing at something with his little arc welder. And they were all wearing thongs.
Thongs, yeah.
And they were doing well because they were protected from COVID with those little blue masks.
They had demo saws and everything. They had all kinds of fucking heavy
grinders,
machinery.
everything.
And thongs.
And thongs.
Yeah.
Everything was thongs, singlets.
The Thai steel cap.
Yep. It was unreal. It was funny to see.
Yeah. But I do know, so I don't know if you remember, you might not remember, at the bottom of Soy 8, there's like a beer complex there. There's probably 4 or 5 bars. That's the first one where Cheesy Crab used to work.
Oh, yeah.
We were going to go there, but they were renovating it. Well, apparently that's open again.
What's it called again? Do you remember what it was when you met her? It was called something, and you mentioned
Joker Bar, the poker bar, Joker Bar. I can never remember.
it was
one of those.
Poker or Joker Bar.
Oh, yeah,
That's
one of those.
I think it was
yeah.
Joker Bar.
Yeah, yeah. So but that's already up and running, and that was gutted when we were there. So depends. Like I said, 6 days, 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 years. Who knows with the ties?
Well, do you remember through COVID? And I wasn't living here. I was still living in a rental property, and we were talking about stuff, and we were talking about people that have videotaping things in YouTube and that, and they were showing how everything was shut down and whatever.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of talk about how when it was going to reopen, they wanted to get rid of the bars and everything. They wanted to make it a family friendly thing.
Yeah.
But they're not going down that way.
Well, but there's still talk about it. Like they're
Well, how are they going to get rid of it? They're putting more bars in.
Yeah, but no, a lot of the talk was Walking Street. They're going to demolish the seaside of Walking Street, the beach side. Oh, really? And I think they have pulled down a couple of places there. They were doing a lot of work when we were there anyway, if you remember.
I do, but I didn't see that, to be honest, but I just saw a lot of the bars, saw everything was open.
Yeah, they're still open. Yeah, I actually heard something the other day about they're going to start bringing cruise ships in.
Oh, right.
Yeah, somewhere there. Yeah, so that supports
into that cove.
The rumour, that that might become like a marina or something. That's what I heard. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll wait and see, won't we?
Yeah. Yeah. So so Soy Made in Thailand's it's going to be a beer complex again, a beer bar complex.
I'd like to see it again.
And apparently, Tree Town, people that I heard that it was going to become a high-rise condo and everything, but according to Gina, it's staying.
Okay.
Yeah, it's staying. It's not going anywhere. So
it's quite buzzing there, though.
Yeah,
It's really
Tree Town's pretty busy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I thought it was
like not all the bars are full, but there's a bit happening. There's people up and down and walking around. And
that first time we went to Matador, on the Wednesday night, whatever it was. I shouldn't say that because I don't know what I'm talking about. There was a lot of people because I'd had a few drinks that night, and even I was telling people, come on in, I was walking around, and there was a lot of people walking through that area.
Was that the night we saw old mate in his sailor outfit?
Yes.
Wow, what a sight that was.
I don't know if I should use it as a thumbnail.
No, maybe not. Maybe not.
But it was very funny to see, wasn't it?
Yeah. Apparently he went there every night.
Every night. Yes, he went to Matador every night, sat down, had a drink.
A little bald guy, probably 60 odd.
Nah, more.
Maybe 70 then.
Yeah.
Like older gent. And he was dressed in a sailor outfit, but the sailor outfit had a skirt.
Yeah, he had a little skirt.
Apparently he just up and down every night dressed in that sailor outfit.
Well, that wasn't the first time we saw him too.
Oh, we did see him another.
We saw him somewhere else.
Night. Yeah. Well, I think we saw him in LK Metro when we were. Remember, we went that night out with Cheesy Crab and we went up the road
Yes, we did
Yeah,
see
we saw
him.
him walk past there
Yes,
as well.
yeah. So
Yeah. He was-
good on him, mate.
he
If
was-
he's having a good time,
Oh,
who
fuck
gives a
it.
shit? Yeah.
It's Pattaya, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Anything
What are you going to
goes.
say? Anything goes.
Anything goes.
So
Yeah.
that's true. So
But,
so Tree Town is here to stay. That's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't mind. I thought it was good.
Yeah. Look, maybe I might be a bit biased, but I think that side of town is where it's happening.
Yeah. Well, it's not. That's not far from Metro. Metro anyway. It's
No, well, that's what I mean.
That's
Okay,
right. Yeah,
Metro,
yeah,
that
yeah.
whole area there, Soy Bacau, that whole area there is really happening. Because Walking Street was, I don't know, shit.
We walked down there and we just couldn't really settle to say we'll stop in here and have a drink.
Yeah.
We just nothing really reached out and said come in here and have a drink.
Yeah.
It just didn't. I don't know. Even look, I must admit when we went there in 2018, and we went with my kids,
Yeah.
and we went to a couple of bars there just to muck around. Had a different vibe back then, if you ask me.
Yeah.
It had a different vibe. This
Yeah.
time around, it just felt different.
Yeah.
This wasn't. I don't know. Didn't want to. When we went back to LK Metro and that, I was more comfortable over there. I don't know what it was.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
I agree with you. I'm
Yeah.
not going to say it was shit. It just wasn't.
That's my opinion anyway.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it just didn't grab me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just didn't. I just thought, well, like when we rode through with the bike and I did the 360 video.
Yeah.
Even when I rode through, it felt. Last time I went, it felt bigger. It felt.
Yeah.
It felt.
That was during the day we rode.
I know.
Walking Street during the day has always been dead.
I know, but
Always.
when we rode through, it felt small.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It does. When there's no lights,
Yeah.
and there's no people,
It felt small.
and you're riding a bike through, you get
Yeah.
through a bit quicker. When you walk, it takes a bit longer, obviously.
It does, but what I found is at night, go back in 2019, there was more people.
Yeah, for sure.
It felt alive.
Yeah,
It
100%.
felt like there was some vibrance about it.
Yeah.
I didn't feel it this time.
Nah, I didn't.
Whether it's
I agree.
whether it's my problem because I've been there and I've already it's probably my third or fourth time walking through there.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there going, it's Walking Street now. I've been here before, you know.
Look, to be fair, I think maybe the first time we went there was 2 a.m. when everything was shut and we had to sneak into the nightclub. Then the second time we went there maybe was a bit early. I don't know, because it was about 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Maybe.
Might have been a bit early, but
Maybe.
But if that's the case, that's a small window to have a good time, you know.
Yeah, I guess so. Look, again, I'm from my experience, that's how I felt, and
Yeah.
all right. Anyway, but I think that I still think the go-go bars we went to, and the bars that we went to, and the gentleman clubs we went to, I think I just had a great time doing those things.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it was more fun going somewhere saying, let's go to this place.
Yeah.
And we go there and we go in. And
Yeah.
whereas when you just walk through and try and find somewhere, you sit there going, it's going to
Yeah.
be all right. Although when we rode through Soy 6,
Yeah, that's soy 6 during the day.
yeah,
It's so
but
good.
you could stop anywhere
Yeah.
and it's the same thing.
You get
and
there,
we did stop and have a drink somewhere.
Yeah, mid late afternoon. It's
Yeah.
really good down Soy
Yeah,
6. Good
yeah.
fun. Yeah, we stopped there for a drink and it was good. We had a good time. Yeah,
If you're after a
Weren't
bit
there
of
long,
fun,
but we had a bit of fun.
if you're after a bit of fun, it's okay.
Yeah, it's
So,
good.
No, it was good.
Yeah, but yeah. So I have some advice. So I watch. I think we discussed vloggers and stuff.
Yeah.
So I watched a lot of the vloggers, and a lot of them, like I watch their restaurant reviews and food reviews, and no disrespect to the vloggers at all, but can I suggest if you're looking for eateries and stuff like that, maybe use Google reviews, because again, no disrespect, everybody's idea of good food and bad food is different, and a couple of places that come highly recommended, I was a little bit disappointed.
So we know about the place in Bangkok, the pizza place.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. There you go.
Again, we said great
But
focaccia place.
But that was my mistake because
But it's a great focaccia place.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
give it that. It was good.
yeah.
Which other restaurant are you talking
Well,
about then?
look, Corando's I've heard had fantastic pizza.
All right.
It was okay, but not great.
Pizza, like you that night that you met up with Leon and I didn't. You went and got pizza that night somewhere.
I think I went on my own and
Yeah.
got some dinner because you went home early.
Yeah, you went and got
Yep.
pizza that night. Which I know we didn't mention in the podcast, but you did.
No,
go-
well, I was actually going to mention it now.
and that was
yeah.
good, wasn't it? That pizza.
Yeah. I know that I know. I don't know. There's two Italian guys that own it. I know one of them, and he wasn't there on this particular night. but I'm just trying to find the name of the place. You keep talking.
I mean, I wanted to go to that pizza place, but again, we did other stuff. And so you went and I didn't go, but I went to the steak place twice because I went once with you.
Yeah.
I went once with Laundry Lady.
Yeah.
But then we went to, not Patrick's, the one opposite.
Beefeater.
Beefeater, right? So we did that a few times. And the ribs I had the ribs twice when we went to those steak places opposite.
No, that was
Soy Bacao.
Steak and Co, wasn't it?
Steak and Co, yeah.
Yeah.
I had ribs both times.
Yeah.
And thoroughly enjoyed them.
Yeah. So the name of the pizza is Little Brother Pizzeria.
Right.
And it is at the base of, it's at the bottom of a hotel. Just trying to find. So anyway, it's on the corner of Second Road and Soy Post Office, I think.
So you're going to recommend it?
I'm recommending it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So if you're listening and how he's just bagged everybody else, he's now giving a recommendation. So if you do go there, let us know what you think. I have been there before. We went on one of our previous trips because you caught up with another one of your friends.
Yeah, she worked there, yeah.
She worked there. She's now in Italy?
No, she's back home. She's back home.
Oh, right, she's back home.
Yeah, she's back home with her family. She's got a little lunch cart cooking thing that she does back there.
Yeah. So anyway, she used to work there, and we went there for dinner, and it was like pizza here.
Yeah, it's really good pizza. I recommend. Yeah, Little Brother Pizzeria. It's called on the corner of Second Road and Soy Yamato, whatever it is, Soy 13-1 opposite Robin Hood there.
Okay.
So yeah, I recommend that for a pizza. But yeah, because as I said, it's personal preference when it comes to that kind of thing. When it comes to food, some people like food a particular way. Like the pizza at Corando's, I didn't like it because the crust was too thin. Talk to other people; they love a thin crust.
Yeah. But the problem with their thin crust, it was too biscuity,
too crunchy.
Yeah,
it was too crispy.
And that's the only problem with it.
Yeah, but like I said, maybe try Google review because if you're taking the advice of one individual, there's a lot of margin for error there.
We've got an Italian background and we know what pizza is.
Yeah, that's right. So,
I'll go with that.
And the same goes for motorbike reviews. I think I mentioned when we hired the motorbike, great place, like really
just
good, well organised.
Yeah.
Obviously, properly run business, not just a fucking two-bit shop out the back. It's properly run business, but it's just too far out. And remember getting back how much we couldn't.
If we actually stayed, if we stayed in that area, right, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
You don't
want to stay there.
Well, if you stayed there, let's say you're going to go there for a month or something, and you wanted to stay outside of the city, right? As we've discussed before, staying right in the middle of it all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can just get the better of you. Whereas you stay outside. So if you hired a bike from there and just rode in every time you wanted to do something, the only problem with that is that if you're going to do something every night, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
but like if you're only there a week, we should have hired it from the guy you knew.
I know. I should have got it from Motorbike Man. Anyway,
is that what we're calling him? Motorbike Man.
The motorbike guy. Yeah, that's what I know him as. The motorbike guy.
And you rode past him.
Yeah,
he saw you. You did mention that, I think.
I've mentioned this.
I don't know if you did or not.
Or did I tell someone the story?
Yeah, no. You. Oh, yeah, maybe. And you rode, and he saw you.
Me.
Yeah, he saw you, and you remembered him too. Yeah. It was like, and he's looking at you like, right. Too timing me, mate.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was funny.
Yeah.
And while we were there, I'm big on watching movies and stuff.
Yep.
And I've got
you're a bit of a tech head.
I've got an app that I use, and I watch a lot of movies and stuff on it. But while we were there, I went to I like going to Tukkom whenever I go there. And when I went there, I met up with the guys, and they introduced. Well, when I bumped into them, they were at a little stand.
Yep. And
they were buying Android TVs, little boxes, right?
Yeah.
Plug in with your HDMI cable. And they're going, you get all this free stuff. I'm like, okay. Yeah. So, okay, I'm looking and they had a few TVs there showing some of this content, and some of it's all up-to-date content.
Yeah.
TV shows, movies, whatever. And I'm like, okay, how much is it? And it was $110 Aussie, I think it was.
2,500 baht, was it?
400. So what's that?
Something like that, yeah.
$110.
I remember it was 110 Aussie dollars.
Yeah. $110. So we, all right, no worries. I bought one, right?
Yeah.
brought it back and I showed you.
Yep.
And the first thing you said is, why don't you buy me one? I don't know. I didn't know if you wanted it or not. So we had to go back.
Poor me, I was sick in bed.
And then we went back. I did the right thing. I loaned you mine and said, you use this.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
And then you used it.
I was too fucked. I couldn't even watch TV. I was that sick.
And I gave it to you and put it in your room. And then you did turn it on once or twice, but you didn't really use it. And then you go, no, I'm just going to go buy one. So once you were right, we got on the motorbike taxi. We got on your motorbike and we went down and we bought one. And as we walked away, should we ring up one of our brothers and see if he wants one too?
Because you can access the Fox Footy channel, so he'd love that.
Mine doesn't work anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, couldn't get onto Fox Footy on the weekend.
Oh, I haven't tried. I've got to try.
Couldn't get on the Fox Footy on the weekend, so I downloaded the app again because I found out what app it was.
Yep.
Removed it, reinstalled it, thinking maybe, I don't know, maybe just it's an old version and I need a new version.
Still didn't work?
Still didn't work.
Yeah, right.
Downloaded another version of another app they had on there and got that one to work.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
So the old version was no longer working and I couldn't update it. It wouldn't let me update it.
Yeah, right.
So I removed it, installed the new version. The only difference is the new version now has ads, whereas the old version didn't.
Yeah, right.
But I had to uninstall the old version because it wouldn't let me install the new version without it. So now I've got Fox Footy with ads. I'm sitting there going,
yeah, right.
Oh, and it glitched a lot. It would go from 504 to 502.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
okay.
So if you're into copyrights and stuff, please don't say anything to anybody. It doesn't work most of the time anyway.
I haven't got a box. You didn't buy me one, remember?
It doesn't work most of the time anymore now. Anyway, so what I've been doing now is, and if anyone's into footy, I'll tell you this: when the round is finished, all games that you can watch on the AFL.com.au app.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that now.
Yeah.
I don't watch it now, and I just wait for that, and it's good quality. So I don't bother with it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I mean, I've been going to most of the games anyway, except for when they're interstate.
Yeah.
So. But anyway, the TV box. So
TV box, yeah, okay, worth a look.
Have you been watching movies with yours, or what have you been doing?
No, not really. No.
I got back onto the other app that I'd been using.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to set you up again.
Yeah, I have to get that going.
So
yes, but also like a lot of people, a lot of people visit bars and whatever, and you go in there and, you know, they use the old tricks. They make you buy drinks and they get you to buy girl drinks. And next thing you know, you're spending an absolute fortune. Sometimes it doesn't go unappreciated. Our last night there, we went to Matador Bar, remember?
Oh, my God. Yes. I think I know what you're going to... Are you going to talk about the...
We'd only been there a few times in the time we were there, but
we spent a bit.
We spent a bit of money the time
both
we were there.
I think both times we spent over 10,000 baht.
Yeah. So we were saying our goodbyes, and the bar owner went out the back and grabbed a couple of bottles of whiskey and gave us a bottle of whiskey each.
That's right. Yes.
So
that was a bit of a surprise.
I don't know if that's ever happened to anyone else before, but again,
We've been going
Gina,
to Matador for a long time.
Yeah, for probably 10 years.
They've always been pleasant to us.
Yeah. We've bought them a lot of business. But
and don't forget, through the night, they always buy us drinks.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they do too. Yeah, they bought us drinks. Okay, yep. They're really good. So it really surprised me. I really appreciate it. It's a really good gesture.
It was nice.
I didn't think something like that would ever happen. You always sort of like, and I'm not casting dispersions. Whatever, is that the word?
I don't know.
Like I don't want to talk ill of them. No. But when you go into a bar, they're going to try and get as much out of you as they can, and you sort of know, like I've known this, we've known her a very long time. I've been going there to that bar every time, every holiday, every trip. And I know I spend a lot of money there and I know how it all works. So, but I wouldn't expect anything back because that's how it works.
I know.
That's what Pattaya is all about. But the fact that, you know, like they were buying us drinks, they've always done that. They've always showered us a round of shots or something every now and then.
But we used to go to Matador every time. Like when you first took me, we went to Matador for your birthday.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
So that was back in 2018. So we went again in 2019.
Yeah.
We went, and then we went again in 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
So we went 3 times, and all 3 times we always frequented Matador.
Yeah.
Always. So
Yeah.
it wasn't just our friend who used to go work there and used to always get us to go there. We'd go there.
Yeah.
That was it. We'd always end up at Matador.
Yeah.
Always.
I thought that was good. That was good they gave us that bottle just to...
So I understand why they want to, because they're sitting there going, you guys always come.
Yeah.
So
Well, before, when I used to travel there alone, I'd be there every second night at least.
Yeah.
I'd go there a lot. Just because it's nice to have familiar faces and,
That's right.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but that's a summary of sort of things that I learnt that, no, not that I learnt, but things that may be different now, or things that aren't different that I thought were different. That's pretty much a summary of the trip and things that we learnt that we took away from it. A couple of funny stories.
So you go with one of them, because you got 2 stories, haven't you?
Well, can I tell this one?
Yeah. Which one? No. My one?
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you.
I want to tell it from I just think it's funny. Oh, you can if you want. All right.
Go. All right,
I just
go,
think
go.
it'd be funnier from
All right, go.
the outside looking in. Hey, hang on, which one? Wait, the Bovey one?
No, that's your one.
Yeah. Well, you can tell that one. That's
The Bovey one.
all right.
Because
all right.
that to
I'll
me,
go-
that's a funny story.
Probably shouldn't be saying her name.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was one of her cheesy names. Like, oh, that's her name.
No, that's her name.
Okay. Anyway, you tell that story, because from your perspective, it's your story.
yeah.
I just happened to see it twice.
So this is the girl in episode 1 or 2. I told the story and I've referenced it a couple of times. The girl who I had an argument with what was, I guess you'd call my girlfriend, and she stormed off, sent her back to her apartment. I picked up a girl. She came knocking on the door, threw her clothes in the bag, blah, 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 right? So you all know that story. For those that don't, go back to episode 1 and episode 2 and it'll be on there. But the girl I had in the room with me, whose clothes I packed in my girlfriend's bag, I still see at a bar that I frequent quite a bit. And every time I walk into the bar, she sees me and she does the knocking motion like she's knocking on the door. It's all a bit of fun. She knows. She remembers. She hangs shit on me about it. We have a bit of a laugh about it. Anyway, so when we go into the bar, sometimes she's there. We'll have a bit of a laugh, have a drink, and talk about old times. And she's really good value. She actually is really good fun. So anyway, I've seen her one night. We had a bit of a chat, like I said, and the next morning, Steve and I get up, go to breakfast. We're staying at Eureka Lodge. Get up, go for breakfast. We're on the 5th floor.
Yes.
So we get in the lift.
Yep.
Press down.
And the lift stops.
Stops at the 3rd floor. Doors open.
And
she walks in.
And
first thing in the morning.
The look on her face.
Yeah, I go, you've been a busy girl, haven't you?
And the look, and she's covering her face with her hand, like, she's like, oh my God, she couldn't believe it.
Yeah, so funny. Anyway, I reckon it was probably 2 days or even the next day.
No, it was 2 days ago.
2 days later, Steve and I go for breakfast. We go for breakfast. We go have probably Cheap Charlie's.
Was that the day?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but I just thought I'd say Cheap Charlie's. Anyway, we're heading back to our room. We've had breakfast, head back to the room, and getting ready to go in the pool or whatever it is. So we ground floor. We go up our floor, hit the button on the lift, wait for
doors
her to come
open.
Down. Doors open.
And there she is again.
She walks out again. The walk of shame.
She couldn't believe it.
She's looked at us and she just dropped her head. I said, wow, you are a busy girl. Have a look at you.
That was so funny.
It was fun. I think
the look on her face.
It's one of those you had to be
like
there,
the first one was funny, right?
Yeah.
Because, oh my God, I can't believe this,
Yeah.
But the second time was like, no way.
Yeah.
No, not again.
I think next time I see her, I don't think she's going to be a smart ass. I don't think she's going to do that knocking motion anymore.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a bit of a crack up.
Yeah.
Well,
I love this next story.
Well,
it's great. This is such a newbie thing.
Because I didn't have many girls on this trip, as you know. It was a pretty quiet trip, but I had this one girl, and she her English wasn't that great.
Yeah.
Right. So when we got back to my room, she I said to her, I think I said something about, did you want to have a shower or something? And she goes, Shay. I've gone, that's all right. I'm not. You can go on your own. I'm not going to. She goes, no. Because I said to her, I said, well, why are you shy? Are you shy? She goes, no, not shy. I said, okay, no worries. Well, fair enough, no worries. And then she goes, and I go, so So do you want to have a shower? And she goes, shy. I go, what do you mean you're shy? Are you shy or not shy?
I think anyone who knows their Thai knows already.
I didn't know, right? I didn't know. And she kept, I'm like, that. Anyway, I just wasn't quite. She kept saying she's shy and then she's not shy. Then she's shy and then she's not shy. I'm like, this girl's crazy. I don't understand. Nice girl and all, and I just thought she's a nutter.
Very attractive too, wasn't she?
She was.
I remember her, yeah.
But I thought she's just a nutter. She's an absolute nutter. She doesn't. Maybe she's trying to confuse me. I don't know what was going on.
It worked.
Anyway,
it worked by the sounds of it.
And then another night, a few nights later, me and Ada were sitting there talking, and you can tell this part of the story.
So I think we were in a bar and with a couple of girls there just having a drink. And we're talking about something, and one of them said something to me, and I said, chai, chai, which is yes in Thai, right?
And you saw the look on my face.
And Steve was looking at me going, what did you just say? I said, chai, chai means yes. And he goes, oh, no. I go, what? He goes, I think she was saying yes, not shy.
Yes. She was. Yes, she kept saying yes. And I'm sitting there, and now, as I go back on that conversation with her all over again, I'm sitting there going, I must have looked like a complete dill. Like, she's looking at me, shy. And I'm like, why are you so shy? No, not shy. Well, then why do you keep saying you're shy if you're not shy? Unreal. It was just one of those.
You're such a noob.
Well, when you get cross communication of different languages.
Yeah, that's right.
Because shy in English, you know what it means, right?
Yeah.
So what? Just I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's on first? What's on second, mate? That's all it was to me. It was just a crazy moment.
Yeah.
It was just very funny.
And and another one. I remember another story. We were talking about cheesy crab before. It reminded me of another story. So the first time we went there, my mate spent a bit of time with her on and off, but most of the time we'd go to the bar and then we'd all go out later on. He'd be with her, whatnot. Anyway, so this is well before. I think Skype was probably the most common form of communication sort of online back then. Not everyone had smartphones, that kind of stuff, So he stayed in touch with her, but not regularly like you probably would now. So fast forward 6 months, we go back there for our next trip, and we go back to the bar, and she's all happy to see him, and he was like, oh no, what was I thinking, anyway, so he didn't really give her much attention. Then we went a couple of days later, we were at another bar, and then that's where he met he met the girl who would be his girlfriend for the next 4 or 5 years, right?
Right.
But on this particular occasion, he just met her. Anyway, so we hung around that bar a fair bit. But I'd pop in to see Cheesy Crabs every now and then and have a drink. And she'd ask me, oh, where is he? And I'd say, oh, look, he's, at another bar. And anyway, somehow, I don't know how, we were with my mate's new girl and a couple of her friends. And I think we were in Insomnia one night and we're standing at a table and we're all having a drink, all having a good time. Somehow Cheesy Crabs tracked us down. I don't know if she coincidentally just happened to be there.
Yeah.
And she saw my mate with this other girl, and she's walked up sort of from the side and just cracked him, like punched him square in the jaw.
Jesus.
She was drunk, she's like when she's drunk.
Okay. She's a bit angry.
Cracked him square in the jaw. I mean, he didn't go down. He didn't really flinch because he's a big guy. It didn't really hurt him much, but yeah, and then the bouncers have come in and grabbed her and dragged her out, and she's screaming and kicking and carrying on.
Wow.
And that's...
And that's like, I know I've seen her drunk, right? And she was like, really, won't say aggressive, but not shy to say what. Yeah, she was not shy to say what wasn't on her mind.
Yeah.
But then when you see her the way we see her when we go and catch up with her, you wouldn't think she's like that.
Alcohol does.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah,
I know.
Alcohol does it. Anyway.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But it was
I never. That was another occasion where after that happened, I think I went back to the bar a day or so later, and as soon as I walked in, she saw me and she actually started crying.
Because she was embarrassed.
Yeah, she was embarrassed, and I'm sorry. I said, what the fuck were you doing, mate? What's going on there? You just walk in and crack someone in the face. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that one.
That's a funny one.
Good times.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't there to see that, unfortunately. It would have been good. But
no.
Anyway, I've heard a few stories now. So it's all good. All right. Well, I think that's it. We'll call it finished on this one, and we'll probably get onto some of those emails on the next one when we get together and
when we come back, we'll read
that.
out some emails and have a bit of a chat about. There's some really interesting topics we've got there. Some really good conversation pieces. So that'll be us soon.
All right. Well, don't forget, Ada.
Love is just a bar stool away.
Take care, guys.
See you guys.